I'm like, sweet, this is the best physique. That was the best physique I'd ever had at that point. And I was really excited about it. So, but we had 8 weeks between that show and the Olympia. And it was like, I think the night of that show, I got some of the judges' feedback, and they're like, you came in very lean. You could be more full, is what one of the judges told me. And then I was walking out of the building, and, I'm still pumped about my second place win. And another judge stopped me, and he's like, it was really close. You lost by a point to this guy. And I was like, no condemnation. That guy had a good physique. And he's like, you are like me, because this guy was also a competitor, in that you come in very lean, but you could be more full. And I was like, all right, heard enough of this now. Let's start. And that sparked new conversation between Matt and I. And that's when this legendary programming that Matt, ultimately put me on, leading up to the Olympia was born, because mad scientists got in the lab.
Yeah. So when Colin, because I want to see him win. I mean, he'll tell you he had one of the nicest comments I've ever had, to be honest, where he's like, you wouldn't think somebody would care more about your own self than you. But I don't know. He knows me in this. I've always been a very loyal person. The occupation I used to have with Colin is based around that. At least it should be, and not everybody is, but a lot of us are. But if you're any kind of coach, and I used to be a strength coach at Tennessee for a time and a stint, and I still adjunct it from time to time now, and trained some pro athletes in the combine and stuff back in the day, and I'm actually back to that now. You feel like that athlete. It's not like your kid, but it kind of is. It's, everything, all your expertise is riding on that. They're riding on you. I mean, the athlete like Colin, he has to do this. He's the one that works out hard. He's the one that puts himself through all this. He's the one doing it. But if your direction's incorrect, you've wasted all his hard work. Months and months and months of agony and hunger and lack of sleep, as we both know, because it affects you when you're really lean and you're a deficit. Yeah. And, it's just not easy. And you're out there doing your occupation as well. So, you should, a good coach would take it personal. They just would. So he told me, I'd heard enough after I heard it twice too. He tells me two judges say that, and I was like, that's it. I made my decision at that point that I was going to do the risky move, but I was going to first take care of him. So we put him into 3 weeks of a metabolic build. For you all out there, that is just building metabolism. It's also been called the reverse diet, however you want to coin it. But we want to build his metabolism from there, which also puts him back at a slight caloric surplus from his maintenance. Which is going to tell his body that he's not in starvation mode. It's going to start healing up. He's going to have some recovery. He's going to have some good workouts. He's going to have sleep again. And he's going to stay as lean as he is, because you cannot get fatter unless you're in a surplus. It's just all it's to it. So in a slight surplus that we're going to have him in, because I do a conservative metabolic build. Yeah. I mean, he could take off those calories in 2 days. Even if we were decently off, and we weren't. Yep. So, and I knew I had that 8-week time period. I called some buddies of mine. I researched it online a great deal. I listened to the pioneer himself on several occasions at different times. But then I was actually studying molecular biology and how sodium, potassium, and works, along with glycogen and hydration, and had some friends of mine who are doctors. One was a DO. He specifically focused on some of these areas. He actually wrote up a decently long paper himself, just his own comments to help break it down in layman's terms, but still I had to study stuff. I mean, so I had to help left and right and the right books to get to. So fast forward, we build you. We start dieting you down. He's already lean anyway. He's already hitting new PRs of lightweight and leanness. But we had to test this out. Now, I had a crazy idea of testing this thing 3 times. Well, I found out after the first time, and I'm going to have Colin tell you this because he deserves to tell the story.